going out there, YouTubers? Cyberneticshark here with another new video just for you. So let's get right into this video and see what it's about. Shh. So welcome to an all-new video out there in YouTubeville, land, sea, and water, I don't know. Anywhere out there. Anybody that's watching this video, thank you very much. Yeah. Anyway, so welcome to an all-new video, folks, out there. So this video is my top 10 favorite films of 2019 so far. So this will be the first part of 2019, so from January to June. And then the next one, I'll be doing another one in December, the very end of December, for the other half of 2019 top 10. Now, this was a hard list to actually do because there were so many movies I loved so far this year that I think are just really fantastic, really fun, just really well done. A lot of creativity, a lot of great, sequels, lots of great films that just really had great writing potential from, their screenwriters and just great direction by the directors. I mean, just a lot of great stuff that was, either considered excellent, awesome, fantastic, or just, really well done. So to start us off on this awesome list is none other than a movie actually I just saw last weekend and was a fantastic film. From the get-go, the movie was amazing, but I didn't care too much from the ending. And that, of course, coming in at number 10 on this list, folks. Number 10 is none other than the fourth sequel in an awesome Pixar film series. Oh yeah, is Toy Story 4. Oh yeah. So I just finally watched it, and I was really impressed with it. I thought it was a really great sequel. I love where they took it. I love that they brought back Bo Peep. I love the fact that they introduced new characters. I love just where they took the film, except for the ending. I didn't care for the ending, and that's the reason why this film is ending up at number 10 on my list. Is because the ending just really made me angry. Very upset, because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, come on, what are you thinking, Pixar? Come on, you're supposed to be going the right route, and everyone's like, oh well, they have to go a certain route to change it up, you know what I mean? It can't be happy ending. It's a movie. Make it how you want to, I would have preferred it a different way in how it ended. But I feel that they're trying to kind of make it a complete close, I feel, with this one. But I doubt that. I'm sure in the next few years, it took 10 years to get, Toy Story, 11 years to get Toy Story 3, and then it took another 9 years to get Toy Story 4. So you never know. Another 10 years could be like, okay, Toy Story 5, let's do it, yeah. So I am not too worried about that, but at the same time, I just thought that this could be so much better ending. But other than that, I thought it was a really fantastic film. The CGI work is amazing. Every time I see, people pop back up in these films, they look more and more real. This one was no exception. It just was so amazingly well done. The beautiful colors, the view, the idea of where they took it. It just was a really cool idea, and I loved it. And I love that everyone came back for the voices. I love the fact that they still used leftover voiceover work by Don Rickles to play Mr. Potato Head, and I just thought everyone did a really fantastic job, and that's another reason why it's on my top 10 of 2019 so far, and coming in at number 10. Oh yeah. So coming in at number 9 on my list. Number 9, folks, is an awesome sequel as well that we've been waiting since 2014 to get an awesome sequel for this film. This film really gave us what kaiju action we were looking for. This film just had a really great story. I love where it took it. I love that it gave us all that action versus so much story. And I thought that Michael Dougherty did an amazing job directing this. Even though we didn't get Gareth Edwards back from the first one, he still His presence was there. You could still feel, from the look of the Godzilla and just from the first Godzilla that we got. This movie was just so amazing and awesome, and I can't impress how awesome this film is. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But that, of course, is the film called Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Oh, yeah. So this is the sequel to the 2014 Godzilla. It is also part of the multiverse, or the Universal Monsterverse that they're trying to do. That includes King Kong Skull Island, Godzilla from 2014, and now this is the third entry into that awesome series. And this film, like I said, is everything that the first one lacked with action and kaiju action, because a lot of people complain that we didn't get enough Godzilla in the first one. Well, this one we get plenty of Godzilla. And it was interesting the way that they took some of the characters' stories and how they combined them with new characters that came on board. And it's going to be interesting to see where it goes after this. But I think this is a fantastic film, a really amazing film for 2019. And just visually, it was so beautiful. And the music was really awesome. And it just was a really great story. Really enjoyed everyone that was involved with it. And that's why I ended up at number 9 on my awesome best of 2019 so far. So coming in at number 8 on my list, number 8, people, is one that a lot of people said they hated. Thought it was the worst of the franchise, thought it was even worse than the last one, and thought that this was a really horrible end to an excellent franchise. And I totally disagree. I think this movie was fantastic, amazing, visually beautiful. I love where they took the characters. I love what they did with it. I love that we got to see a few new characters we hadn't seen. I'm glad that we got to see at least one character get some more action time on the big screen. And that, of course, is the film called X-Men Dark Phoenix. Oh, yeah. So X-Men Dark Phoenix, which was considered a big flop by critics and people alike, I think this movie was fantastic and awesome. And that's why it's on my top 10 of 2019 so far. I think that the story was amazing. I love where they took Xavier, where they took Magneto, where they took Mystique, what they did with Jean Grey, how they took it. They definitely did a way better job than X-Men Last Stand did with Jean Grey's story. I love that we got to see more of Nightcrawler in the film, and I love the fact that they, took all these awesome characters and had them, battle out a lot more in this one too. And I thought that Simon Kinberg did an amazing job directing this film, even, for being his directorial debut. He really kicked it out of the park. And visually, this movie was just so amazing. I mean, from them being in space to the graphics and just all around. I think the writing was beautiful too. Really amazing film, I thought. If you haven't seen it and aren't given it a chance, definitely check it out, people. It's worth a watch. Definitely a part of my top 10 of 2019 so far. Really excellent film. So coming in at number 7 on my awesome list of awesomeness of best of 2019, people. Oh yeah, number 7 is an awesome film sequel. Another sequel. Thank you very much. Another sequel again. That just was so excellent. Just another great notch in this awesome series already. And just even gets better and better with each film. And Keanu Reeves just kicks butt in these films. He's so awesome and amazing. And these films are just so intense. And everyone just gets better and better, like I said. And that, of course, is a film called John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Oh, yeah. So John Wick 3, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. But this movie is so awesome and amazing. It was so intense from beginning to end. The action sequences, the choreography was all so amazingly done. The writing of this film was really intense. I love where they took it. I love where they took John's character. I love where they introduced new characters that supposedly John already knew. I love how they have Winston go the direction he does. And I just really thought that the writing of this film was just gets better and better. And this one was that good. The amazing colors, the special effects that were involved, and the way that they decided to take some of the fight sequences were really awesome too as well. And it just was really action-packed and fun. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. That's why it ends up on my, giant top 10 of 2019. Just from everything about it was just such perfection, so amazing and excellent and awesome. and it had to end up on my top 10 of 2019 so far. I couldn't not put it on because it was just such an amazing film. Can't wait to add it to collection when it comes out on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. It's going to be amazing. If you haven't seen it, go check it out now in theaters. Amazing film. So coming in at number 6 on my awesome 10 best of 2019 so far is an amazing and third and final film in an awesome animation series that DreamWorks put out starting back in 2010, I believe. And this awesome series just has taken such an amazing turn, has gone in so many different directions. They started a TV show about it. It's just a really amazing DreamWorks animation film. And that, of course, is the film called How to Train a Dragon: The Hidden World. Oh yeah, so in this third film, we kind of see the end of the storyline and how it all encompasses and basically, giving it its cap and its round off and ending Hiccup's story along with who he is. And we get to see all these amazing dragons in this film that are just so beautifully created by the animators. And the movie is just so visually stunning, and it was so awesome on the big screen. This was actually the only one I got to see on the big screen. And this movie was just so amazing. From the writing to just the acting work by the actors that were involved. You could really feel their emotions to the story. And it just was such a powerful ending to this series. And I just absolutely found it fantastic. Really enjoyable. The visual colors, the visualizations were so intense and awesome. Brilliantly done. Just really well-rounded. Great music, too, in the film. And just really, I can't say anymore that it's just so amazing. Such a great film. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. Get it on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, whatever you have. Rent it through either Vudu or My Movie Rewards, whatever you like. It's such an amazing film. You got to see it. It's so awesome. Really well done. Still haven't added to my collection. We'll be adding it soon. Such an amazing film. Really enjoyed it. Just really well rounded and definitely on my top 10 of 2019 so far. So coming in at number 5 on my list. Number 5, people. Number 5 is another one that a lot of people hated, thought it was horrible because they were so fixed on the original films that Guillermo del Toro did. And both me and my girlfriend came out going, this movie was freaking awesome. We were like, we love where they took it. It was a great homage to the original ones, but also it took it in its own direction and gave us more of what Hellboy as a comic book is. And I thought that's what they did so beautifully with this film, and I thought it was so amazing. And that, of course, is the film called Hellboy. Yes, Hellboy is on my top 10 of 2019, people. I think this movie was fantastic, amazing, brilliant, awesome, bloody, and just action-packed with great humor and a great cast. I feel that, that the gentleman that got to play Hellboy in this time around, I thought he did a great job. He's no Ron Perlman, but he still was fantastic. The visualizations, the writing I felt was awesome. Ian McShane as the father figure this time around was super awesome. Just so beautifully directed too. And I thought that they really brought a great homage to the original comic books. And I thought that also the bad guy in this film was just a really great idea too, because she is such an amazing actress anyways. And she's so popular in the Resident Evil film. Seeing her in another capacity as a bad guy was super awesome as well. And just such a great, film series, or film I should say, that is just going to be fun. Hopefully they'll make a sequel. This one bombed supposedly at the box office, but I still think it was a success. I still think it was fantastic. The music was amazing in it. Like I said, the writing was really great. I thought it had a great approach to where the characters came from, where they were going, what they were going to do, and how they are different from the Guillermo del Toro versions. And also, I just thought that the direction of David Harbour's, Hellboy himself, I love the direction how he made himself so different than Ron Perlman's Hellboy. And I thought that was really great. Really awesome film. When it comes out soon on Blu-ray and DVD, definitely check it out, people. It's worth the watch. Really amazing, really awesome, and it's my number 5 on my top 10 of 2019 so far. So coming in at number 4 on my awesome best 10 of 2019 so far is an awesome DC Universe film that just blew me away, and is the best DC film to date, I feel, and just so beautifully directed, so well acted, and just a really great introduction to this awesome DC character. And that, of course, is a film called Shazam! Oh yeah, Shazam, people, coming in number 4. Number 4. This movie was so awesome, and like I said, DC's best to date. It was so funny, lots of great action, love where they took the direction of everyone in the film. Just everyone was so awesome in it. And I just thought that it was so beautifully created too. The visual effects, the colors of the film, they all blended and like really intensified the film very well. And the writing was really superb too, because the jokes and the action and where the characters all went were all beautifully laid out, and they flowed very well. And just gave us this really well-rounded film. This movie is spectacular. If you haven't seen it yet, go get it on DVD Blu-ray now. It just came out today. It's such an amazing film, and so well done. Like I said, it's the best film of 2017 or 2019, and it's just a really fantastic film. I'm trying to go back 2 years. Holy crap! And it's just a really amazingly well done film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. Worth a watch. Everyone is so amazing in it. And just the ending of the film was so awesome, too. And basically giving us, the idea of where it's going to go in the future. Just really awesome. Really well done. And looking forward to more from this series. So coming in at number 3 on my top 10 of 2019 so far is an awesome film that I feel is so visually beautiful and amazing and intense, and just a really amazing adaptation of a comic book, and just so awesome. The action sequences in this film were just so superb and so well done. And that, of course, is the film called Alita: Battle Angel. Oh yeah! So this film is produced by, of course, James Cameron, who actually originally had the rights, and he was going to direct it, but ended up getting so involved with Avatars that he ended up passing it down to Robert Rodriguez, who directed this, and he directed it to the T. This movie was so awesome, people. If you haven't seen it, it's so amazing. The visual effects were so intense, so realistic. You really feel Alita's alive and real in the CGI form that she is, and the gal that plays her, Rosa, does an amazing job of giving us this great, amazing, idea of what this person would be, what she would be like, this android, and where she's going and what she wants to do, and just everything about it was just so visually beautiful. And everyone that was involved, Christoph Waltz was in it, Jennifer Connelly, were all awesome and excellent in this film too as well. And it just is a really amazing film. If you like Magna comic books, or if you like comic books at all, this is a movie for you, because they stay so true to the actual comic books themselves, pretty much. Like, pretty much all the storylines are pretty similar and pretty on point. And I thought that was really amazing that they did that. And just Robert Rodriguez directed the crap out of this film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out when it comes out soon in a couple weeks. It's so amazing, so awesome, and just a beautiful film. Really well done, and what's on my number 3 on my top 10 of 2019 so far. And now coming in at number 2 on my top 10 of 2019 so far is an awesome, based on true story, fantasy film that was just so awesomely directed by Ruben Fletcher, and is just a really amazing film. And this film is just so amazing. The music in it, the singing by Taron Egerton, the giving life to who this character, who this person is, who this singer is, and so forth. It just was so awesome, and so much better than Bohemian Rhapsody. And that, of course, is the film Rocket Man. Rocket Man, he don't know what he has had. Rocket Man, this movie is absolutely amazing. I can't wait for this to come out on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. I can't wait to pick it up and add it to the collection. This movie is so amazing. From the screenplay itself that, tells Elton John's life was so amazing. It was wonderful to see all these aspects of his life, what he went through. It was amazing to see those troubling years that, when he was first becoming so big, and his drug problems, his alcohol problems, and stuff like that. It was just a really amazingly well done, kind of biography, and letting you know what Elton John was about in his early years, and how much he's changed, and where he's gone in his life. And Taron Egerton played him to the T, and sang so beautifully and so amazing, and it was such an amazing performance by him. And the music in it was so awesome and really well done, and the movie itself was very tasteful in every aspect that it approached. And it was an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. One of the best of 2019, I feel, so far. It is such an amazing and awesome film. Really well done. Really amazingly created. And just a really great homage to the awesome Elton John. And, that's why it's on my top 10 of 2019. Because it's just a superb film. So we have made it now to the number 1 spot on my top 10 of 2019 so far. Can you guess what it is? This movie has amassed $2.78 billion since release on April 26th, and is millions away from taking down Avatar from the top spot of highest grossing film of all time. This movie is the epitome of the culmination of 15 years of awesomeness. And this film is just so amazing, so awesome. Seen it 4 times in theaters now. I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray in August and 4K. It's such an amazing film. And that, of course, is Avengers Endgame. Yeah! Woo! Avengers Endgame is my top pick of 2019 so far. This movie is so epic and amazing, from the visual effects to the writing to where they take the characters to the ending of Thanos to everything about it. It just was so amazingly and so awesomely done. I can't imagine how amazing this film's going to be when it's on 4K. This movie is just so awesome, from the music to everything about it. Basically we get to see the culmination of several characters throughout this film, and just where they go, what they're going to do. And it's just such a fun and amazing and awesome film. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. Give it its boost to beat Avatar in theaters. This is the number 1 film of the year, I feel, of all time. This movie is so amazing. From Robert Downey Jr. to Chris Evans to Scarlett Johansson to Benedict Cumberbatch to Chadwick Boseman, Tom Holland. Everyone involved in this film are amazing actors and actresses and deserve every Oscar available, because this movie was Oscar worthy. It's just such an amazing film, and Marvel really knows their stuff, and they really did well with this film. A few of the things in the film, like I said in my review, I didn't care for, but still, this is such an amazing film, and is my top number 1 of 2019. So that's it for this top 20, top 19, top 50, top 10 of 2019, people of excellence. Thank you for watching. As always, thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this awesome video or any awesome videos I put up. As always, people, keep your eyes out for any older or newer videos you might not have seen yet. And also check out the awesome Stardust app, people. You know what it is. You know. And then also, people, don't forget, like I said, I have started a Patreon page. And I'm looking for people that are interested in becoming a patron of mine, where they get cool, awesome stuff that is exclusively for them for becoming a patron. So if that's something that interests you, I'll have the link down below. Or if you're interested, send me a comment and I'll send you the link for it. And as always, people, catch you in the next one.